Chainsaw Man fans, welcome to the last day. Welcome to the end of it all. When the music stops, right? When the fat lady is finally done singing, when the dust clears and the smoke settles, it's over. This is the last chapter. I don't see a page count, but I don't think it's an especially long one. Thank you, Chainsaw Man. Chapter 232 of part 2. Okay, we got Blood. He's back. He's in the shed or shack or whatever that we saw at the end of last chapter, right? The same sickness as his mom. Oh. It's fucking him up. So this is this a flashback, or did he just go back in time? Because, yeah, this is when he still only has one eye, and he sold his testicle, right? It's like young Denji. I literally shot out of bed to start recording this. It's like young Denji. Feels like I had a good and bad dream. It was good, man. It was good. Kobeni was there. Wish I'd only have good dreams. Like eating with a girl and playing video games. I want a pet dog too. Baby. No, not his fucking slavers, dude. Okay, there's him going to the building. And is he gonna get diced again? What we want is the devil's power. And what I want is the death of all devil hunters. Yeah! Yep. Oh man. Am I really gonna kick the bucket before even one good thing could happen to me? That's just my luck though. It's a naked woman. At least I got to have one last good dream. Chat, we know this naked woman. No. Okay. Wait. Let me zoom out a bit. Chat, we know this naked woman. I know this naked woman. You know this naked woman. We know this naked woman. What I want is the devil's power. You got her. You got her. Speaking of power. Alright, now show me Kishibe and Kwanji and Kobeni, please. And Reze. Please and thank you. Power's final appearance in the series, and she's naked. Hey, fuck it. We're still here. What's she? Yep, she's got a little blood weapon. Blood. You know, every time I read the word blood, you know what it makes me think of, right? That's so unrelated to literally anything that's happening right now, but I just think that every time I hear or read or see blood.
Give it back! 'Tis all mine!
Oh, shit. Okay, she got him. She did it. Go power. This human smells like a dog. I like dogs. I thought she didn't like dogs at first. I thought she liked cats. This is a contract. I'll give you life. In exchange, you're mine until you die.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we know who this is. Look at the chain. We know who this is. Oops. Thought you were the zombie devil. You beat those guys? You could be useful. From today on, you both belong to me.
Belong to you? I think not. Humans really are idiotic. Human, behold my battle prowess. I'm Power, the Blood Devil. My power is said to equal that of a god. Take this.
Oh! What? I thought it was gonna be some weird Makima. It's actually just Naita. Cause look, they use the side that like our little mole isn't on. Oh my god! Hey! Hey! Naita reference before it's all said and done.
Bang.
She banged them into a happier existence. Look at that. Look, Power can wear clothes now. And they still got their dogs.
A devil at school?
Yep, I'm busy. You two go kill it by yourselves. So busy. So busy. You hear like fucking Candy Crush. Video games. Lucky.
Meowie likes her. Why? Meowie shouldn't love anyone but me. That girl has to be the control devil or something.
Spot on. Must be nice to have a happy-go-lucky brain like yours. I am not happy. I am not happy. That girl gets to keep Meowie and a bunch of dogs. My only pet is you, and you aren't even cute. He's thinking he might as well just be back in that fucking garage bleeding out, huh? He's like, man, I didn't even ask for this shit. Now I'm getting called ugly. Powie, weapon.
What do you want to kill with today?
I used an axe the other day, so give me a chainsaw. This is cool. Okay. They're on some, Togenaki shit. I haven't read that manga in like 3 years. The devil's been exterminated. This area is safe now. I forget which devil this was. What is that, a crab? I'm probably gonna have to read this chapter like 8 fucking times. But I do want to react to it once for YouTube, right? The devil's been exterminated. This area is safe now. Don't touch the blood. Don't touch the blood or the body, please. I thought, like, the kids playing, we were gonna know. I thought it was gonna be, like, Fumiko and, like, I don't know, Bayram or something. I don't really want to see Bayram's ass. Oh! Yeah, you seeing them play? Wish I could have gone to school, too. I was wondering when we would get to her. So this chapter is a little bit longer than usual, huh? Bucky and the goat. Oh. Hey, Power, isn't that a devil too? Third Power, hey.
'Tis blood.
Damn it. She's running. We know what she does when she runs. She's tripping. He's still following her. He drops a chainsaw. He catches her. Bucky lives. Bucky is saved this time. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean Asaden. Have we not been waiting a very long time for a panel like this? They're both actually pretty happy. Asa's in school. Denji still has, you know, power and Naita. They're sharing a big ol' hug. I like this a lot. No! Look at that. And there's no fucking Yoru around. Ha ha! I like this a lot. I feel like some people might not be happy And it's like this, that like, oh my god, they didn't get married, or like, Reze didn't come back and fall in love with them or something. Or, you know, some people are stupid and they need everything shoved down their throat. This is fine to me, right? This is the Deku and Ochako dap up, right? I'm fine with that. My bad. Look, he saved Bucky. Well, I think she started running because of Denji chasing her, but still. Thank you. Thank you, Chainsaw Man-san. I'll put you still in there. But Power gives him his chainsaws? Chainsaw Man. Because, you were fighting with a chainsaw. Oh yeah. Bye then. Hey, a devil.
I'm hungry. I want food. Food.
My heart, like, thumped there for a second. Or my heart, like, thumped for a second there.
Well, you have heart thump disease.
Yeah, that's the likely diagnosis. Thank you, Dr. Power.
I know about it because I have medical knowledge. Treat me to a meal and I'll cure it for you.
Oh, she's playing with friends. Look at her. This AU also has fun. Where the fuck is Yuko at? Oh man. Oh man. In the final chapter, we see Denji super yearning for Asa, huh? That's good. He didn't even hear her name there, did he? He didn't. Man. I gotta see what Dolls on Twitter draws after this chapter drops.
We're having fried chicken, right? And egg rolls, right? And fried rice, ramen and pot stickers, and ice cream on the way home.
I'm broke. Let's go shake down our seniors. The end. So it was only the living characters I'm noticing. So I guess it's not, well, except like Bucky, right? But I don't know if you could say that really anyone came back. Like, was a control? Well, yeah, I guess the control devil wasn't gonna reincarnate, huh? Was it eaten by Chainsaw Man? Or was it gonna come back anyway? And like Power said she was gonna come back. But for the most part, I don't really think. No, because the control devil came back after being eaten by Chainsaw Man. That was Naita. And then she doesn't get eaten again. So yeah, I guess everyone just reincarnates. Like you see how Denji still had the Pochita heart there when his heart thumped. So I don't think they went back in time per se. I don't know what the fuck just happened. It's kind of weird, right? Because I'm sitting here thinking like, where is Aki? But I guess Aki's still dead? I'm gonna read this like 3 more times. I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished my second read, and I have some thoughts. So at first, right, I was under the impression that this was like we were getting like a timeline reset, like Chronos fucked with Chainsaw Man, right? This has 34 chapters, so it is a little bit bigger than usual. I thought like Chronos had fucked with the timeline and everything was all loopy, right? Future Trunks, someone had a hand in the shit, right? I don't think it's actually a time thing at all. I genuinely think this is just a different reality, right? It's like the perfect plane of existence where Denji actually has his cake and eats it too, right? He gets his job in public safety and he gets to do essentially what he's good at, right? He fights with a chainsaw. But all of the weaker devils are dead because they were eaten by Chainsaw Man. Or the stronger devils are dead because they were eaten by Chainsaw Man, right? And it's like the humans aren't necessarily back in this area that they're in, right? In this stone ocean that they're in. The human characters are dead. But I was also thinking, what if they're not dead? What if there's actual like lore reasons why we don't see everyone again? It's like, yeah, Asa, Denji, Power, they all had like connections to devils, right? Nayuta as well. It's like that's why they're here. But even if the human characters could be alive, they're just not. There might not be a use for them anymore, right? If there's no Gun Devil, right? If the Gun Devil was erased by Chainsaw Man, then theoretically there's no reason for Aki to join public safety, right? Which means he doesn't meet Himeno, or I don't know, she doesn't meet Kobeni, right? Kobeni and quit earlier or some shit. The like, you know what I mean? Maybe there's lore reasons why none of the human characters show up, right? Kishibe, I don't know, might not be in Japan or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking too. Maybe they're there as well, right? Like Aki and Himeno lovers. Maybe they're actually alive. They're just not a part of this. Because it seems like he starts at the beginning of part one, but because like the little infinity devil or whatever the fuck, and like the gun devil and Santa, right? They're already dead. So he starts in part one and he just kind of immediately transitions to the start of part two, right? To like the day where Asa would have killed Bucky. And then by him stopping Asa from killing Bucky, that doesn't send her down the path that gets her Yoru, right? And obviously the Fire Devil's already dead. So like maybe it's not that like everyone doesn't exist, they got poofed, but it's more like they're just off doing different things and they exist for different purposes and reasons now. And while I don't think that's a satisfying or even great ending for Chainsaw Man, right? I don't think it's the worst ending ever because Chainsaw Man was really fucking trying to think of the word. It starts with a C. Chainsaw Man was really full with a lot of different plot points, right? And it would have been so hard to tie up all of that in one chapter, to put all those loose ends together, to give all those explanations, right? To show all the things we wanted shown and do all the things we wanted done, right? Is Denji gonna die? And is it gonna be something epic and spectacular, right? What's gonna happen to Asa? Is he gonna find power again just to die in that same chapter, right? Or does he not die and does he live happily ever after with Asa, right? How would they even possibly begin to do that after all the shit that they just did and just went through, right? What about Reze? What about the Control Devil? What happens to the Control Devil? What happens to Kishibe, right? Where did Kobeni go? Where this and that and this and that? And it's like you can't show all of that. So I don't really hate this ending. Like, you know what I think I would have hated a lot more? If Power showed up out of nowhere and solved everything. Like fucking Nobara, right? Not that she solved everything, but you know what I mean? If Power would have just jumped out of nowhere, it would have been like, okay, Denji, we're fulfilling our contract, right? I'm helping you. And like after they, I guess, clear the situation, right? Denji and Power and Asa escape on some Disney Channel shit. None of them get punished for destroying, parts of the world, American states and obviously like the entire fucking prefecture of Japan they were in. Like, if there was no consequences for any of that, and Denji still has power in Asa, and I guess Yoru just fucks off or something, it doesn't make any sense that that would have happened, right? Then there's an end credit scene where it's like Kobeni serving a burger at a restaurant, and it's like Reze eating it. Like that shit wasn't gonna happen. So I don't think it's necessarily bad to do like a Stone Ocean, like a universe reset type of thing, or like an alternate reality thing. The reality Denji wants, right? Where he works a job, where he lives with his sister, where he still knows Nayuta, and he has Asa, right? He has Asa. So I don't think it's the worst ending. I don't even think it's necessarily a bad ending, which I think a lot of Chainsaw Man fans might get mad if they heard me say. I don't think it's a bad ending. I do think it's very unsatisfying. And I think it really makes a lot of part 2 feel useless, right? Because you could read this chapter and think it's a first chapter. You could think this is an origin story, but it's not an origin story. It's the last chapter. And it doesn't really feel like a last chapter. It doesn't feel resolute. I mean, yeah, you can assume that Denji's not going to run into any strong devils again, right? Because they're gone. So his job shouldn't be that hard, but that's it. Leads a life of, like, melancholy, mediocrity. I mean, he doesn't seem miserable, right? He seems happy to be with power, and it seems like he just fell in love with us at first sight. But, like, it's not enough for me. For me, who's been following this little dude since, what, 2020? 2019? And now it's 2026? It doesn't feel like it's enough for me. Like, I don't know exactly how to feel. I don't know exactly what to say. And like I said, I'm going to read this many times throughout the week, right? Plenty, muchos times. But as of right now, what I will tell you is the first reactions are going to be worse. They're going to be worse than I think they should be. And then after, 3 days, 4 days, a week, people are going to be like, okay, well, this is how it had to be. Like, there was no way you were going to end this in a reasonable amount of chapters, right? Not to mention, Denji kind of got what he wanted. He kind of got his dream reality. And yeah, that might suck for Asa, but actually it looks like this reality is better for her too. It looks like she actually has friends. She didn't kill Bucky. She didn't get, her arms chopped off and shit. In fact, I'm assuming maybe one or both of her parents aren't even dead. So, yeah. I've got a lot more to say about this chapter. I probably will say a lot more about this chapter soon, but as of right now, that is literally all I have to say. I will see you in the next one. Peace. And thank you. And thank you a lot for covering Chainsaw Man with me. So I did a bit of a dive out of curiosity, and this is only for the real fans, alright? Most people probably aren't watching the video at this point. My last couple Chainsaw Man reactions were removed, right? Before that, I had privated this one because I didn't want it to get removed. I reacted to the beginning of Part 2, Chapter 1, and it's very clear that I've always been an Asa fan, right? I said, is Mitaka the GOAT? And then Chainsaw Man in 67 minutes. This is uploaded in June 1st, 2022. I promise you I finished this video by, like, mid-21 or end of 21. It's just a re-upload, right? I had to take down the original one. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, right? I've been at this for a long time, covering the series for a long time. I have loved this series for a long time. If you've watched any of my reaction videos, Chainsaw Man or anything else, you would know that I really enjoy covering manga and anime. I really enjoy talking about manga and anime. This was one of my favorite ones ever, and now it is over. So, I have more to say on the subject. I want to edit this. I want to get this up. I'm sure everybody else has videos I'm going to edit and get up and post about what just happened. Chainsaw Man is over. But if this is it, if this is the end, I will remember you fondly. I remember My Hero fondly. I remember JJK fondly. Right? If it's over and it's never coming back, I had the time of my life. And if there is a part 3, I don't even know. That's just going to be the happiest moment I've ever had. So, thank you so much to Fujimoto.